So let me begin with a story. Imagine this. It's around 6:30 in the morning and Dorothy wakes up. She is extremely fatigued and did not get a good night's sleep. She's feeling extremely dull, and as she gets up, she puts on her clothes and goes to school, sloppily dressed, without saying a word to her parents. She gets on the bus and then realizes that she's late for school. She then does not interact with anyone the entire ride to school. As she enters class, her teacher asks her why she's late, and she responds by saying that she missed the bus. During class, she tries her hardest to pay attention, but she just can't seem to focus. And during recess, her friends ask her to join them, but she feels like no one will understand her problems because no one at home does. Now, hearing that story, I have two basic questions for you. What is Dorothy going through, and who is she? Dorothy is going through teenage depression, and this person is very close to me. Dorothy is my very own mother. Imagine that my mom went through something that no one knew for such a long period of time, for so long that until a family doctor finally intervened and solved the case without it becoming too severe. This, unfortunately, is a sad truth about mental health problems. It has only worsened over the years, and however much you do not like to hear me say it, it's true. In a country where there are about 35% of the population which is youth, out of which 60% are teens, mental illnesses are often neglected yet extremely dangerous. Whenever you see a child in the 21st century, you think of a person who is addicted to gadgets and addicted to social media, who has anger issues and does not want anything to do with anyone. And that's true for the most part. What you don't see are the negatively filled, attention seeking human beings that have been constantly taken advantage of by social media, people around them, and in the bigger picture, the world. Now, people children want attention, and that's completely normal. But when children want attention and don't get it, they transform into the worldwide teen stereotype that you see from movies to TV shows and even in books and ads. This is exactly why children think it's okay to become rebellious and addicted. Then mental health follows. Now, there is no secret that mental health issues have been on a rise since the past few years. In a country where the major cause of death from the age of 15 to 29 years is suicide, there is a lot we can do about this. Now, why don't we begin at our homes? Parents should take up coaching in understanding their child's behavior so that they arrest the problem as early as possible. Even teachers should be well trained in this aspect to recognize a child if they are going through something like teenage depression. Quick action like counseling and confidence building activities should be taken up regularly. A child going through depression should be given enough attention to ensure that they're all ready to face the challenges in the future. If we don't take care of this, our entire country's future will be in jeopardy, as many students and teenagers will grow up to become counterproductive. Now comes a point which I cannot stress enough on. We have to keep in mind that the child that is going through treatment is treated fairly so that it does not become a taboo to have mental assistance. Just like it's not a taboo to go to the doctor when you are sick. There are plenty of kids that are denied proper mental assistance because their parents think that it's unnecessary or embarrassing to do so. But we have to understand that feelings like happiness and sadness, they come and go. But depression is an illness and it stays until it's not cured properly, and only professionals can cure it. Now, feelings need to be accepted, and people need to understand that we can't be afraid of depression. It's normal. The more you say you are okay when you're not, it's going to grow. And that's because it starts off as a sad feeling, and then if it's not handled properly, it progresses into something worse, aka depression. Think it this way. You have experienced something that is makes you feel not particularly happy. Like maybe someone shouted at you, or that made you feel really bad. That feeling will stay for 1, 2, 3, 4, heck, even 5 days. But it will eventually wear off. But if you keep on wrapping your mind around that one negative emotion, or that one negative comment, or that one negative feeling that you felt and of that at that particular time, thinking about all the reasons why that might have happened, that turns into self doubt, and then that will turn into something more worse. See how we started off that small but then progressed into something way more worse? We need to take this seriously. As I was doing research for this topic, I realized that 8,934 students yearly suicide. And that is a lot of students. They're not even adults. Now, there will be a lot of people like Dorothy, but to be honest, there will always be some difficulty in this world, and that's how we live, and that's what makes us human. But knowing that you have done something in order to decrease the amount of bad experiences your child has or children have due to depression or anxiety will keep you happy for way longer than you think. And as the children of today will be the geniuses of tomorrow, why don't we nurture the future? Thank you.